Here's a little tip that I use when assessing properties. Now, you don't use the assessment value to calculate market value, but you can use the assessment value to get clues. So in British Columbia, you can go to the BC Assessment website. It's publicly available. You just enter an address here. And I'm right now looking at this property. It's currently on the market for just above 1.5. So I'm coming in here to see what its assessment value is and what neighboring assessment values are. So here you can see it even for the previous year. And this is what's great is that this is available to the public. It's got the number of bedrooms, any updates, and if you scroll down, you've got these 3 tabs. You've got the map where you can actually get the information for neighboring properties. And that wasn't a good one. There you go. You can also get it as a list where you can get what the land and building value are for your neighboring properties. And then what's really great about the BC Assessment site is that you can get sample sold properties, and this is available to the public. Not as up to date as what you can get from a realtor, but at least this can give you a bird's eye view of what's going on in the market. So what you want to look for here is if properties are selling below, above, or close to assessment price. Here we can see that this property on Lower Lonsdale sold for pretty close to assessment price. And as we scroll down, they are selling close, but they are still above. And then we have this big jump in more recent sales now in 2022, where it's well above assessment value. So what we're learning here is that more recent sales are well above assessment value. So if you're trying to put in a strong offer, you know you've got to come in well above assessment value to even have a chance. This by no way is telling you what the market value is, but it is giving you a high level clue. I'm going to show you Pender Island because that one was a real, that one properties were selling about 100% above assessment value back in last year. This is a recent sale in Pender Island. This was last year. It was assessed at 641 versus this year it's assessed at $1 million. So this is why in Pender Island last year we were seeing properties selling at 100% above assessed value very often. It was very common. Now, however, it's more aligned. But if you were a buyer last year and you were trying to put in an offer at assessed value, you would have lost out if you weren't familiar with the fact that properties were selling well above assessed. I can see here that assessment values have definitely gone up on Pender Island now that it's more aligned and closer to what the sale prices have been. So just to sum up, this is just a way to know if properties in an area you're interested in are selling above, below, or close to assessment value. It's a little easier to find trends in a more stable market, but now that assessment values have seemed to caught up in a lot of jurisdictions, it may be a good clue once again, but definitely never a reflection of what the market value is.